Oh my god, he's gonna take it down.
I told you. I said to you.
It was an interesting morning. Me, Jim and Joanne, we arrived at the waterhole the one morning, and there was the Avoca pride consisting of 12 lions currently. They were just lazing about on the side of the dam. We all decided to put a GoPro and see what happened.
Oh my god, he's gonna take it down.
Let's go.
We put it down on the gorilla pod, and two of the lions took interest in it. One went from behind and actually took the gorilla pod, and the other male lion came in from the front and took the GoPro from the front. As soon as that happened, the one from behind actually ran off with the GoPro and gorilla pod, and then just started walking around with it in its mouth. Started filming other lions in the pride. Some of them were yawning, as you can see. Very exciting and worrying at the time. There goes my GoPro. Would it survive? Would I be able to get the footage from it? The GoPro landed coming out the housing, and another lion decided to pick it up and went filming with it. They had a good time playing with it. We did a loop to see where the lion initially went with the GoPro. When we arrived, it actually caught some of the footage of us arriving back at the site. We saw it was still filming, the red light and the blue light was still flashing, which put a bit of a smile on my face that it wasn't a lost cause. And when we arrived, it dropped the GoPro, and we were fortunate to get the footage. The GoPro obviously was sitting in the mouth of the lion like this. One of the teeth marks went through the micro USB or the charging port there, and it's just got little puncture wounds all through the camera casing. It still works 100%. We've tested it, we put the SD card in, we filmed, it still records. It was quite fascinating that this little piece of equipment still performs, even though it was being chowed by a lion. It was some words said from me when the GoPro went that won't be able to say on camera. But Jim and Joanne, which are very good clients of Makanyi Lodge, they visit us frequently, they thought it was hilarious. We were fortunate enough, Joanne was taking photos of at the time, and our ranger Brad told me this was a bad idea, and there goes your GoPro. But nevertheless, we managed to get it back successfully with some great footage.
In the African bush looking for a GoPro case, eh?
Joanne, Jim and Brad went on a walking safari, and they did manage to find their housing, and apparently it's still in perfect condition.
No way. No!
I had a GoPro 1 initially, and that's insured, but no, not the GoPro 4 Black. I mean, that's also good party equipment, but yeah, it's going to be coming shit very soon.